Yo, how y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode of For the Love of. This is Tammy, and we talking about hip hop spirituality today. Gonna be a long video. Give me your ears and listen up. Let's go. Alright, boom. Let's get straight into it. Right? We're talking about spirituality in hip hop. Listen, hip hop is my philosophy, but it is not my religion. That has to be stated, right? But there is something ever present in hip hop, and that's been there since the beginning of time, beginning of hip hop's time, which has been spirituality. You know, the understanding of the soul and one's input of the soul into the music and one's takeaway from the music to input into one's soul. Hey, listen, I've broken it down into 5 different categories: lyrics, beats and rhymes, community, vibrations, and the effect, right? And I'm gonna get and touch into each one of these individually to help you better understand the spiritual aspect of hip hop and how you yourself can also tap into it. So look, the Bible says the words we speak create life and death. And when you hear these lyrics of rappers, they're creating life and death within their words, you know? So the things that you say within yourself can also create realities. We say that all the time about ourselves. So why don't you think that the words that these rappers and these musicians are saying not only creates realities within themselves and within the world that's outside of it, right? You hear some things and you hear certain words from different people growing up, and those become your own thoughts. You know, they say the idea of a mom voice and a dad voice. That's also very prevalent in music too. When you're hearing certain artists, when you're relating to certain artists or to certain musicians, and you listen to their words over and over again, those words sometimes can also become your own thoughts. You got to be careful about how that also affects you, because these thoughts that become in your mind may be coming from the place of a different musician, infecting you or inspiring you to now create a reality based off of these things. One of my favorite J. Cole songs is Love Yours, and eventually those words and those lyrics of those songs became a mantra for me at some point. You ain't never gonna be happy until you love yours. Those thoughts became my thoughts, and then those thoughts became my reality. So the effect of lyrics inside these music can really have a prominent effect, whether it's positive or bad. Listen, hip hop, I'm gonna say this from the beginning so you understand it throughout. Hip hop is neutral, right? Whatever you take away from it is how you take it away. So if it's positive because you're making it positive. If it's negative because you're making it negative. So you have to really be careful on how you attribute these lyrics to your life, the type of music you listen to, the type of songs you listen to, you know what I'm saying? So be very careful. Lyrics is a very vital portion of hip hop spirituality. Listen, the next one is beats and rhythm. And beats and rhythm can create sensations throughout your body, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. It creates these sensations within your body that leads towards vibrations, but we'll get to vibrations a little bit later. See, beats and rhythm can set a tone inside your body and inside your mind that lyrics can't even reach. Take an example of music like jazz, or take an example of music like classical music. Those things set tones for time periods in itself. Take an example of Amapiano, you know, without, you know, all the lyrics and stuff like that, that dance hall type music, you know, the instrumentals, the beats and the rhythms and the patterns of those songs, they affect you in a certain type of way. They create sensations in your body that can raise your mood and even drop your mood. Tell me you've never listened to a somber piano playing and just felt sad in itself, or hearing a happy trombone squealing out in a jazz song and just feeling like you want to dance and groove. Man, beats and rhythm, all of these things create sensations that can take you higher, elevate you, but even bring you down. And there's something spiritual deeper than even lyrics inside those things that affect us. That's why instrumentals sometimes play an important part. You hear a rapper rapping on a song and you're like, oh, I love this. But then you listen to the instrumental and you just think about how crazy it was even to compose and compile this. Man, take it from me, bro. Beats and rhythm, mad important. The next thing is community. And what I mean by community, I mean community of souls. You don't even have to interact with people to become in the same community when you're listening to music, bro. Some musical artists can curate and create communities around them that are so strong and impactful that these people and these kids and these young folks, even adults, are affected by it for years to come. Take Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion for an example. Their fan base is still living strong even after both of their deaths. And you can see the impact it's had on these kids, their mindset, their thinking, the way they see life. Bro, it's stronger than you think. Community is a very vital aspect in hip-hop, and that always comes from the start of hip-hop, of black people coming together, black and brown people coming together, trying to create something more for themselves. But it's transcended and taking this form now where even personal fan base can go to war with each other. We saw the Drake and Kendrick Lamar fans this past summer. So take it from me, man. Community, very important. The fourth one, and one of the more important ones, is the vibrations that this music has. And I'm not just talking about vibrations that make your body want to move. That's the first part about it. These vibrations can also cause sensations in your body that makes you want to do something to the music. Whether it's you hear a song, you hear certain songs you in the gym, it makes you pumped up and uplifts you, or you're in a dance place and you just want to dance, let go, and get out of control, you know? The idea of these vibrations is bringing chaos to order or bringing order to chaos, you know? It's a two-way street with it. And when you take these vibrations and hone them into your soul, it goes past your thoughts, it goes past your heart's passion, and goes directly to your soul and affects what that there is. These vibrations can be in any form, in any type of way, but these vibrations affect us in various different ways. It gets deep and specific with us. That's why sometimes we relate to certain artists who may be rapping and saying the same thing as another artist, but relate to this artist so deeply because we vibrate with that person's character, we vibrate with that person's mind. And it goes back once again to lyrics. You got to be very careful on who you vibrating with, because that person may even be leading you towards a way that might not be the best. Because it's not to say that every single musical artist knows what they're talking about and know who they are, but it's just to say that sometimes we relate and vibrate with certain music on a deeper level because of just who we are and what that is, you know? And lastly, the effect of the music. Now, the effect of the music, some people might say this music has an effect on me. Truthfully, you're affecting the music and how it affects yourself, right? I said it before, music goes past our brain, our thoughts, past the passions of our hearts, and sometimes touches our inner soul. That's how you know who your favorite musicians are, your favorite rappers are, your favorite songs are, because it goes past these two things and touches something deeper within you. But the effect that it has on you is, once again, of your own accord. You can choose which rapper and which musicians you relate to. You can choose which songs you relate to, and sometimes that choice is kind of placed upon you. You hear a song, you hear a note, you hear a rapper, and you're like, bro, something about them is just resonating with me. You can choose to go deeper towards this or go away towards it, but the effects are there, and the effects are very real. One thing that you could also call this category is the truth. These songs, this music brings out the truth within you. Whether you recognize that truth, acknowledge that truth, or go away from it, it does not matter. It always reveals truth. A rapper talks about his struggles and the things that he's gone through and the things that he's overcome, and you see yourself in that same place, but maybe not in the place of overcoming it. That's a truth to yourself that you can go now look deeper within. The purpose of rap and hip-hop music is not just to have these nice, catchy songs that talk about this or talk about that. It's about bringing our struggles and our expressions to the forefront of our mind and using that to think. Bro, rappers can be philosophers if they choose to, but not a lot of people make hip-hop their philosophy. A lot of people use that rapping for a quick buck. KRS once said one time in an interview that there was two types of musicians, two types of rappers, two types of people in hip-hop. The ones who chase gold and money, sign with those record labels, lower themselves and their standards and compromise, and those people who keep real, true hip-hop in their soul and their heart and their body. Like I said, that make it their philosophy, not their religion, but their understanding of what it can do for the mind and the brain. So I'm just here to tell you right now, bro, take hip-hop a little bit more seriously. Take it a little bit more carefully. The type of artists you listen to, the type of music you listen to, the type of genre. I'd stay away from genres like drill music because sometimes it will get a little too devilish. But that's just coming from me. Hey, yo, if you really want to understand a little bit more, I can make another video going a little bit deeper to all of these segments. I'm Tammy, coming straight from For the Love Of, and today we talked about For the Love Of hip-hop, spirituality. Keep rocking on and keep moving forward. Love y'all, man. Make sure that you're making sure you know who you're listening to and keeping your ears clean. I love y'all, man. See y'all next time.